Yo, what's up everyone? And AI is blowing up right now. We've got AI generating art that looks like it came from a museum, ChatGPT spitting out essays in seconds, and self-driving cars already on the roads. It's wild. But let's be real for a second. Is AI actually as smart as we think? All this stuff is seriously impressive, but when you really break it down, does AI actually understand what it's doing? Today we're diving deep into the limitations of AI. We're talking about the things AI can't do yet. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because some of this stuff is seriously mind-blowing. Let's get into it. Alright, so we've all seen those crazy AI-generated images going viral. We've heard the AI-composed music, maybe even read a poem or two. It's easy to look at that stuff and think, wow, AI is as creative as humans. But hold on a second, let's take a closer look. When you see AI art next to a classic painting, there's a difference, right? The AI stuff is technically impressive, but it often lacks that certain something. That spark. And that's because AI at its core doesn't have original thoughts. Think about it like this. AI learns by analyzing massive data sets. It detects patterns, styles, and trends. When it creates, it's essentially remixing everything it's learned. It's like having access to every single piece of art ever made and then blending them together. I mean, you ask ChatGPT for a new business idea, it's going to give you something that sounds good on paper, but might not actually be all that original. It's pulling from existing trends and data. A human, on the other hand, can pull from their experiences, emotions, and completely random thoughts to come up with something truly unique. That's the big difference. AI can assist with creativity, no doubt. It can generate ideas, help you visualize concepts, and even create entire pieces based on your prompts. But true, out-of-the-box, mind-blowing creativity, that still requires the human touch. This is where things get really interesting. We're talking about feelings, consciousness, the stuff that makes us human. Now, you've got AI assistants like Siri and Alexa that sound more and more human every day. They crack jokes, they offer words of encouragement, they even seem to understand when you're feeling down. And then you've got those super realistic humanoid robots that look and sound so much like us. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and feel like they actually understand what we're going through. But here's the truth, AI doesn't experience emotions the way we do. It doesn't feel happy, sad, angry, or loved. What you're seeing is a sophisticated simulation. AI is trained on massive datasets of text and code that include examples of human emotions. It learns to recognize patterns in those examples and then replicates them in its responses. Think about it like this. If you tell an AI chatbot you're feeling sad, it might respond with something like, "I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to help?" It's a perfectly empathetic response, but it doesn't mean the AI actually feels bad for you. It's simply recognized your statement as an expression of sadness and pulled an appropriate response from its database. This is a crucial distinction. AI can mimic emotions, but it doesn't experience them. It's not self-aware. It doesn't have a sense of self the way we do, and that's a fundamental difference that's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to bridge. Alright, time for a reality check. AI might be able to process information at lightning speed, but when it comes to common sense, it's often clueless. And this is where things get really tricky. You see, AI learns by analyzing patterns and making connections in data. But the real world is messy and unpredictable. There are so many unspoken rules, social cues, and contextual nuances that we, as humans, just instinctively understand. AI, on the other hand, has to have all of that explicitly programmed. For example, you can show an AI 1,000,000 pictures of a cat, and it'll be able to identify a cat in a new picture with almost perfect accuracy. But ask that same AI to understand why a cat might be hiding under a bed, or what it means when a cat purrs, and it'll likely struggle. It doesn't have that real-world understanding that we take for granted. And this lack of common sense has some serious implications. Think about self-driving cars, for example. They rely on AI to navigate complex environments, but what happens when they encounter a situation that isn't explicitly programmed into their system? What happens when they have to make a split-second decision that involves ethics and morality? This is where things get really interesting because AI doesn't have a moral compass. It doesn't understand right from wrong, good from bad. It can only follow the rules and parameters that we, as humans, set for it. But who gets to decide what those rules are? And how do we ensure that those rules are fair, unbiased, and reflect our values? These are huge questions with no easy answers. As AI becomes more powerful and more integrated into our lives, we need to have serious conversations about its limitations, its potential impact, and how we can ensure that it's used for good. Chapter 4. Why AI Still Needs Humans. Okay, so we've talked about some of the things AI can't do. But here's the thing. Even with its limitations, AI is an incredibly powerful tool. It's already changing the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. But here's the catch. AI still needs us. It needs humans. Think about it. Who trains AI models? Who feeds them the data they need to learn and grow? Who identifies and corrects their mistakes? That's right, humans. AI might be able to automate tasks, analyze data, and make predictions, but it still relies on human intelligence to guide it, refine it, and ensure that it's being used responsibly. It's like having a super-powered calculator. It can crunch numbers faster than any human ever could, but it still needs someone to input the right equations and interpret the results. And that's where we come in. We're the ones who ask the questions, set the parameters, and make sure that AI is being used to its full potential. And that's not going to change anytime soon. In fact, as AI continues to evolve, the need for human oversight and intervention is only going to increase. We need to be involved in every step of the process, from development and deployment to monitoring and regulation, because ultimately, AI is a tool. It's a powerful tool, no doubt, but it's a tool that needs to be used responsibly, ethically, and with a deep understanding of its limitations, and that's our job as humans. Chapter 5. The future. Can AI ever overcome these limitations? So we've talked about the limits of AI today, but what about the future? Will AI ever be able to truly think for itself? Will it ever be able to feel emotions, understand social cues, or make ethical decisions without our guidance? Honestly, nobody knows for sure. The field of AI is constantly evolving. Every day, researchers are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. We're seeing breakthroughs in areas like machine learning, deep learning, and artificial general intelligence that are blurring the lines between human and artificial intelligence. Some experts believe that it's only a matter of time before AI surpasses human intelligence altogether. They point to the exponential growth in computing power, the availability of massive data sets, and the development of increasingly sophisticated algorithms as evidence that we're on the cusp of a new era of intelligence. Others are more cautious. They argue that true artificial intelligence, the kind that can replicate the full range of human cognitive abilities, is still a long way off. They point to the fundamental differences between human and artificial neural networks, the complexity of consciousness, and the ethical implications of creating machines that can think for themselves. So, where do I stand on all of this? Well, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm incredibly excited about the potential of AI to solve some of the world's most pressing problems, from climate change and disease to poverty and inequality. But I'm also aware of the risks. I think it's crucial that we approach AI development with a healthy dose of caution, humility, and a deep respect for the complexities of human intelligence. Because the future of AI isn't about replacing humans, it's about augmenting our abilities, expanding our horizons, and creating a future where humans and machines can work together to build a better world. Chapter 6, Call to Action. So what do you think? Are you excited about the future of AI? Do you think it will ever be possible to create machines that are truly intelligent? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this. And while you're down there, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on AI, technology, and the future of innovation. I'm dropping new videos every week, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Outro, the AI revolution is here, but are we ready? So, that's the deal with AI right now. It's powerful, it's evolving rapidly, but it's not about to take over the world yet. The real question is, how do we navigate this new era of intelligence? We need to be having those tough conversations about ethics, about bias, about the role of humans in an increasingly automated world. And we need to be doing it now, because the future is closer than we think. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.